Hey travel friends! So I have received a bunch of comments from my viewers asking me to please do a video on my curly girl hair routine while I travel. Now my routine is the same whether I travel or if I'm home, it's the same. So I'm going to show you all the steps. First of all, I'm going to show you the washing method with the bar soap and the bar conditioner. Then I'm going to show you the soaking method that I use with the microfiber towel, the plopping method, what kind of leave-in products that I use, what kind of curl setting products that I use, and how I plop my hair in the t-shirt method. Then I'm going to show you how I reset my curls on non-wash days. So all of that's going to be covered in this video, and I'm going to leave chapters so you can just click to different parts if you need to rewatch anything. And here we go, guys. Let's get at the hair adventure. So first things first, let's talk about the shampoo and conditioner that I use when I travel. So I use bar shampoo and bar conditioner exclusively when I travel, and I use very specific types. I use ones that are meant for curly hair, and you can find those. You can search that out on Amazon. I can give you my recommendations of what I like to use. This, I think, is the brand. I don't exactly know how to say their brand. I think it's a little confusing because it looks like it should be ethnic, but there's no N in there. So if anybody's familiar with the brand, please let me know how to properly say the name. Anyway, we're going to start off with the shampoo. So this is the shampoo box. This is the brand new packaging. They just barely changed out their format. They just had squares before, and now they have a different shape. It's kind of cute. And this is the conditioner. I just barely ordered these off of Amazon. I'll drop a link in the description so that you can get these products if you're interested. They're really great. So anyway, let me show you what the shampoo looks like. It's really cute. Their shaping and their smell. Oh my gosh, the smell. It's delightful. It smells so good. But the shampoo is shaped like a little moon. It's so adorable. I do not take this size with me when I travel. So what I do when I travel is I do a little experiment beforehand. Take a really sharp knife because the shampoo bar is very hard of ethic, and the conditioner bar is a little bit softer, so it's easier to cut, but get a very sharp knife. Be very careful not to cut off any fingers, and cut off a little section of this bar. You don't need very much, just cut off a small section. And then what I do is I do an experiment, and I say, I'm going to use this bar of shampoo and the bar of conditioner, and I'm going to use just a small amount for my regular routine, however often you wash your hair, and I'm going to use only that, and I'm going to see how long it takes me to use it completely up. Then I know exactly how much I need to take with me on a trip. So let's say I just take a small amount and I use that for my experiment, and it takes me a month to use it. Well, now I know that that takes a month to use that amount. So before, what I do is I'll cut off the amount and I'll measure it so that I know exactly how much I've started with, and then I just jot that down, and then I say how long that takes me to use that amount, and then I know how much to take with me. Here's my little toiletry bag. This was for a 7-day trip, and this was everything I needed for all toiletries. This is the shampoo. This is the conditioner. So this is what I did. Let me show you. I got these little organza bags, and then I just put each one in each. And what I really liked about these is that they dry really fast, and the shampoo and conditioner will dry within these little organza bags. I'll give a link, so if you want to get some of these, they're really great. So let me show you the size that I cut off. And this was from a different shampoo bar that I used to get from Trader Joe's, but they don't carry it anymore. So I exclusively use Ethic now, but there could be other brands out there. So if you have your favorite, please drop it in the comments. Give me your suggestions, because I'm always up for new ideas. So this is how much I cut off. And I would take this for a month trip. I know that sounds crazy, that much shampoo, but it's because I only wash my hair every 5 days. And so that would be however many washings, and it would be plenty. Let me show you the conditioner. Is this amount right here, and that's way more. As you can see, it's way more, but I just didn't want to cut that again. So this would be also for a month, and that's way more than I need. So the way this works is you're going to get your hair all wet, and you're going to get this wet at the same time. You're just going to put it underneath the faucet, get it wet. And what you're going to do is your hair's all wet. Now you're going to part it down sections. You part it all the way down and separate the hair. So now you can access, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to access the scalp. That is the most important of a hair washing. You probably already know these things. I'm just giving you all the details in case you don't. Just ignore the stuff you already know. So you're going to go for the scalp. So now this is all wet. And what you're going to do is you're just going to hold it in your hand, and you're trying to have the flat part or whatever part, it doesn't matter. Whatever's easiest to rub this across your scalp. And you're going to carefully rub it across your scalp while it's wet and sudsy. So you just take this and you're going to go, let me just show you, see if I can do it here. You're going to take it and you're going to go all the way along each section. Then you're going to resection it and do it again. You're going to do that all the way across and all through all the sections on the scalp. Carefully. You want to be very careful with your hair. I'm trying to be more careful with mine just because curly hair is extremely fragile. At least mine is. And maybe it's because I live in a desert, and it just really, the moisture, all the stuff, it's really taking a toll on my hair. So anyway, I do all of that. And then I make sure I go through all of the strands, get all the strands through, get it all clean. Then I take my hair and it will actually just, rub it together carefully as if I'm you know how to wash your hair. So wash it, scrub the scalp, then I rinse it completely. And then I go through the same process with the conditioner bar, but I try not to get any on the scalp that I can because conditioner will build up on the scalp and that just adds to all the problems. So you want to try to get it from your hair, but avoid the scalp. And I let it sit for a little while. Oftentimes I'll pull it up into a top knot, just let it sit with the conditioner on it. Then I would wash up the rest of my body, do all the other things. And then when I rinse it out, I feel like it's given a little bit more time to condition. So that's what I do. That's my process for washing and conditioning my hair with the bar method. So when I started using those organza bags, as soon as I'm done with this, I will stick it right back in the appropriate bag. And the conditioner, you will notice, has more of an oily, waxy feel to it. So I know which bag that belongs in. So I just stick it right in wet, tie it off. I do the same thing with the shampoo bar. Just tie it off. And then what I'll do is if it's still super wet, I'll use a carabiner and find a place to hang this. If I'm staying in a hostel or if I'm staying in the hotel, I just find a place to hang it to dry. If it's too drippy, I will actually find like some paper towels or some kind of towel. I'll just dab it dry to try to get most of the moisture out and of the bar and out of the bag, and then just hang it to dry. And I always do this at night. So by the time if I was leaving in the morning, it would be ready to go and be ready to put back in my bag. So that's my method. It's amazing that's enough shampoo and conditioner for a month for me. When I was showing earlier in my previous recording, my towel that I used to dry my hair, it was terrible. The lighting, I couldn't fix it. So I'm just going to show it to you now. This is it. See this right here? This is also my body towel. I know it's very small, but when I'm in hostels especially, I don't need to be prancing around with my towel on out in front of people. So all I need to do is use it to dry myself off, put my clothes back on. And I use the same thing for my hair. It's microfiber. That's highly recommended for curly hair in particular, is to use some kind of microfiber when you dry your hair, because regular terry cloth towels can tend to make your hair frizzy. So basically, I'm just going to kind of demonstrate. You just kind of squeeze it like this all the way down, try to get as much of the water out with the towel. And then I go into the next step that I'm going to show you. Let's talk about leave-in products. Leave-in products for me are very crucial for my hair routine. I didn't always use them, but I've come to really appreciate them. So when I'm home, I use certain things because I live in a desert and this is just my daily regular, and I have access to bigger jars and stuff. But when I'm on the road, I use something very specific. So let's start off with home use, just so that you're aware. I've actually used a variety of different products, but I found these lately are some of my favorites. And this is by African Pride. And they have two different ones. One's the Olive Miracle. I don't know if you'll be able to see that at all. And this is just anti-breakage formula, leave-in conditioner, daily treatment hair strengthener. So it has no sulfates, no mineral oil, no parabens, and no gluten. So I loved all of those things. And it smells absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, the smell has just killed me every time. I love it. It smells so good. I don't even know what that smell is, but it's amazing. It has olive oil and tea tree oil in it. Very interesting. So anyway, I really like this. I use this at home. I do not take this with me on when I travel. It's way too big. And then the Shea Miracle is the Moisture Intense Formula Leave-In Conditioner. So I will alternate with this one. And this is this orange one. So anyway, those are for my home ones. But for travel, I use Cantu Moisturizing Curl Activator Cream. And it comes in a small travel size at some locations. I haven't seen this everywhere, but I like to get the small one because it's just the perfect size. What is the size on this? 3 fluid ounces. So if you cannot find it in this bottle, it's not a problem. You're going to buy it in the jar. It comes in a jar or it comes in a larger bottle. Let me see if I have those around a second. I do not have those. So anyway, it's the same packaging. It's the large or the jar. So either one's fine, because what you're going to do is if it comes in either thing, you're going to find either get a 3-ounce bottle, or there's the kind that roll up, and those are great options. I've always had a hard time filling those with whatever product because maybe I'm just not doing it right. If y'all have any comments and suggestions, leave them below. I'm totally up for some help with all my woes. Anyway, I found this one and I just use this. It was just easier, but you can put it in a bottle, any size you're going to need. So I take this, and then what I try to do is if I'm gone for a really long time, I'll try to find replacement while I'm gone and buy that on location and then refill it if I need to. Let me try to show you how I do this. So basically, I just take some of my product, and I'm going to use the green Olive Miracle today. because my hair really needs some extra moisturizer. So I had the product in my hand like this. I'm just going to go like this and kind of rub it in my hands. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my hair over. Hopefully you can see it. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can for sure see. But I'm going to flip it over and just start scrunching it in. So, all right. See how the curls are starting to form? I don't know if you can see from there. Get a little bit closer so you can kind of see a little bit better. But basically, so I start off with that much. And I just keep scrunching it. Now, if I had not got enough of the water out, it would be just dripping right now. So I got enough of the water out before I did this. So I'm just scrunching it. See how I'm doing that? I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just scrunch, 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 scrunch. This is the very most important part, is making sure I scrunch it plenty. I'm forming the curls right now by scrunching it. And I'm not rough with it. I am pretty gentle because, you know, when your hair, when it's wet, it is more fragile. So just be gentle with it, but definitely get that product right in. Okay, now it's ready to go. Now let me show you how I put it into the t-shirt. Okay, so let me show you how I lay the t-shirt out. This is just a regular cotton t-shirt. It's one that I used to use to wear on my person, but then I decided to use it when I heard about this plopping method for curly hair. I started using the t-shirt so as a hair thing. So what I do is I just fold this up. So the bottom of the shirt is closest to me, and then the sleeves are out here, okay? Now that's all set up, and I just kind of fold it over just a little bit. There isn't any rhyme or reason to it. It just depends on the size of your shirt. Some people like to use long sleeves. I find that it makes it more complicated. Just make sure that your sleeves are like cap sleeve enough to be able to tie, because you're going to be tying the sleeves around your head. So let me show you the next step. Okay, let's see if we can make this work for you to see. So I'm going to put my head, top of my head, like right here, because this band is going to go around my forehead, this band right here. So I'm going to put my head right there, and we're just going to plop the hair right in the center, right in there. Then I'm going to put my forehead right here. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to wrap it like this. Then I'm going to take this top part and pull it up like that and hold it in place. You have to hold that center thing in place. Then you pull it up. Now you pull it up, and you're going to take these. Let's see if I can make this a little bit higher so you can see a little bit better. Now I'm going to take these things right here, the sleeves, and I'm just going to tie them. So that's how I do it. There's other ways where you can tie it back here, but I don't like it like that. I like it on top, because then I've got nothing on the back of my neck that's going to cause any problems. So that's it. All right, so this is the great reveal of my hair. So basically, when I take it out, I just take it off like this, and see how all the curls are there? Yep, it's all set. It's set really, really good last night. I have no idea. I'll have to look at this video obviously later, because I have no mirror. I'm just kind of showing it. But basically, this is it. So from here, I will look at it and say, okay, yeah, some work still needs to be done, maybe on certain sections. Maybe I'll spritz it a little bit, scrunch it a little bit, and just let it dry naturally, just in the air. As I'm just going about my daily business. But if it looks fine, then I'll just leave it as is, or maybe I'll put a scarf in it or something. So anyway, I will show you the scarf putting in process as part of this video as well. You've probably seen me wear these quite often, but basically, I mean, they're just bandanas. So, and I don't know how available these are worldwide. I have no idea. They're very available in the area that I live, in the American West. So that's a little bit look Western, doesn't it? Anyway, it's just a bandana. So basically what we do is I just fold it in half, and you can use this with any scarf. I kind of like this just because I feel like if it's too slippery, it slides out of my hair all the time, but I just turn it into a triangle, and then I just set it up just right so you can see. But basically what I do is I have it in the triangle, and then I just fold it like this, and make sure this is in the screen here so you can see. Fold it like this, keep on folding, and then fold that part in. Now I've got this, and it's a headband. And then I just put this part on the nape of my neck, pull it up, and I tie it on top. You can do it the other way if you want this part on the top of your head, but I like the ties on the top of my head. I just think it looks cuter. So, and don't mind the bruise. I don't know how that happened. I bruise pretty easy. Anyway, that's it. That's how I do that. So I'm going to put that on real quick so you can see. Okay, so like I said, how I would do this if I was going to wear this in my hair is I would just flip my head over. And I just put this on like this, flip it up, and then I'm doing this blind because I don't have a mirror. So we'll just have to see how it looks after I'm done. But anyway, I just kind of tie it right like that. Make sure that it goes behind my ears. I don't want it to push my ears out. So anyway, let me just go tie it in the mirror and I'll come back just a second. Okay, so it's all tied. It's all ready to go. So that's how I do it. And yeah, that's it. This would be me for a day out wherever I'm traveling. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I would do with my hair on like day 2, 3, 4, whatever, after I've initially washed my hair and I've gone a full day with my hair. It's all curly. It's whatever. It's towards the end of the evening. It's time to get ready for bed. So what I'll do is I just take a spray bottle. So there's a few things that I always take with me when I travel. I showed you earlier the little towel that I use for my body and my hair. And then also I take this t-shirt that I showed you earlier. I always take a t-shirt of some kind, and this is like my preferred. I have a few different colors of this exact style, and I just really like this one. So I always take this. I always take my spray bottle. Let me grab that out. So I always take my spray bottle, and this looks like super big. I would actually be fine to find something better, but I really like it that I can hold on to it really well, and it has a good spray. Because I've tried just the smaller ones, and just for my hair, it just doesn't work. I need to really get a good quick spray on it. And so I'm just willing to take the bulk. So for right now, this is what I take with me. And like I said, it's way too big, but I'm going to fill it up. And basically what I do, I'll just stand back so you can see this. But basically I just take this and I just flip my hair over and I just spray it. So once it's all sprayed, then what I'll do is I usually don't toss it up, but I need to talk to you. So I'll leave it flipped over and then I'll just take my little curl cream and I'll just add some to it. This feels like I'm going to have to really fight to get some out of this. It's time for me to get some new curl cream. I'm almost out. Actually, so let me just take a little bit of this so like I said before, I use about a quarter size, which is going to be the size at the top of that bottle. And I use 2 of those. So I'll just start it. I'm actually going to start it off with, and make sure I have a full quarter size. Just rubbing your hair. And that's a ton. That's a lot more than I actually thought. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip my hair back over. And as you're going to see, I'm just going to scrunch it. And I'm going to scrunch it. And it feels like it's too dry. And then I just grab this bottle and I just squirt it in the front and in the back. I just want to make sure. I don't want to get the roots super wet. I'm just trying to get the hair itself wet so I can I'm resetting the curls is what I'm doing. Okay. And like I did earlier, I showed you how I plopped it. I'll just do that again so you can see it again. And I'll just do it from a lower angle. So let me move this down. That's a very, very low angle. So hopefully you're going to be able to see everything. So like I said before, you put the sleeves out farthest away and you put the bottom of the shirt closest to you. You fold it down to make a little border. Scrunch it again. And ideally, like I want to make sure that especially all of this right through here, because sometimes that gets kind of, like for me, it gets kind of flat. So I want to make sure. I don't feel like that part got enough on it to begin with. So I'm just going to grab some of this, add a little bit more. And make sure. So then I take it, make sure I have all the hair up like this. And I got some of my pants. That's great. Put this down, take it kind of by the top of it, just like this gently. And then you're going to want to guide it down to the center And I have this stupid jacket on, so that's going to cause a problem. So let's put that in there like that. So then I'm going to go clear down, put my forehead onto the edge, put that on here, put that on here. You have to hold this in place, otherwise it's going to come undone. Carefully move this up, carefully move that up, pull it tight, tie it, and tie it. And you want to have there to be plenty of space on top. You can kind of go like that. Plenty of space on top so that the hair can kind of not be squished down, because that's when it causes, then it kind of gets really strange. That's it. That's the whole hair routine. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. And if you have any suggestions, definitely leave it in the comments as well. I would appreciate any advice you have to maybe improve the process or anything like that. Thanks for following this whole journey with the hair products. Like I said, I only did this because I had a request from some of the viewers to actually do a video on this. So I wanted to honor their request and just do the video, and hopefully it's helpful to more people. Okay, see you on the next video, travel friends. We'll see ya.